It's actually above freezing today, so we're trying to catch up on some of the repairs on the compact equipment. Let me show you what we got going on. On this John Deere Mini X, it had a bad alternator and we pretty much had to disassemble the entire machine. I'm sure we could have gotten away with taking less stuff off to get the alternator changed, but once we started disassembling it, we discovered how dirty this thing was under and behind every single panel, so we decided to go ahead and clean it while we were doing it. But the bummer is you basically have to change the alternator on the back side of the engine through that little view plate, because the alternator sits down in that back corner and there's really no way to get it from the back side or the front side of the engine. And then for the second time in the past couple months, one of our lovely Bobcats has a clogged EGR, and unfortunately it's the same problem on these. You cannot get to the EGR from the engine bay because it sits underneath that turbo on the back side of the engine. So pretty much we don't have a choice but to lift the cab and lay in there and get it from the back side. Overall, neither of these are major repairs on this Bobcat. At least it doesn't have DEF. Our other Bobcat that had the EGR problem before had a way more complicated after treatment system, and that was much more annoying. On this one, we should be able to just pull the EGR cooler off, clean it, and put it back together. If it's still clogged and we can't get it clean, we'll just have to replace it. And then when we get the alternator back for this one, we will just put it all back together and they both should be good to go.